Today's lab is PigLatin. PigLatin is like kind of a Latin language, but this one has kind of fun things. So we are going to make each word to the PigLatinized and enjoy that. We had to warm up about that. PigLatin has basic rules. You are going to find the first in vowel. So before first vowel, we'll go to the back, then you put AY. But if the word is starting from the vowel, you don't have anything to move back, just to put way at the end. So there are two differences. Then if you cannot find any vowel, you are going to say no vowel. There's another thing, the special cases. QU is the set, so we do not count the U as the vowel if Q is before U. So that is a special case. So you can say QU is consonant again, add AY, not way. Then yellow, if Y is front, the first letter, that means Y is a consonant, so Y goes back, then put AY. But if Y is in the middle, Y becomes vowel, so you are going to move RH to the back, then put AY. In this case, if the Y is in the middle because of the E, you don't check Y. So I is just I way. You put way. It's a special case. Capitalization. If the word starts from uppercase, after you convert to the PigLatinized, then you are going to change the first letter to the uppercase. Notice that T was uppercase and now O is uppercase and T becomes lowercase. That's important. Then also in here, McDonald, M becomes lowercase, but in the middle D is still uppercase. You can see that when everything was uppercase, only B becomes lowercase. So you can say there is a rule, you care only first letter, first capital. Other things just stay, so you don't touch at all. Then when you have punctuations, we have a given punctuation, so you can just find with given punctuation. We are taking care only before after punctuation. In this case, don't has punctuation in the middle. In that case, we don't do anything to this apostrophe. Just D goes and then AY. So you're gonna see nothing is changing. But if the punctuation is beginning or ending, how many it has, just stay at the end. Then if you have both before and end, they are staying at the before and end as it was. You do not change the order. So you can also think about to get the punctuation. Then any word, if I have to convert, this is actually first thing you have to take care of. You are going to take out the punctuation first. Then you are going to take care the uppercase. So when you have only inside the one, you are going to take care of the uppercase. So if I go back, taking care of uppercase, that means I probably will store somewhere like a boolean, start with upper or not. So I'm going to take care of the uppercase. Then change the uppercase to lowercase. Because I cannot change everything to the lowercase. After you check it, if upper is true, you're going to change the first character to lowercase first, then attach that. So actually, in McDonald, after you check uppercase, you're going to change M, C, D on all the. Then you're going to convert to the rest of them. That is the second thing you probably need to care. How about the third thing? Now you have to find the rule about the finding vowel. Everything is now about finding vowel. Then after you find the vowel, you have three special cases. Vowel is at position G, position 0, or before the vowel there is QU. Then if the vowel is not position 0, Y also considered as position vowel. So there are three cases. Then if you do not find any vowel, no vowel should be returned. So now let's make some rule. I'm going to find vowel's position first. First, if it says a -1, that means I'm going to use index of. By using index of will return -1 if vowel is not there. If it returns a -1, then means no vowel. If it returns 0, that means add away at the end. So those are two cases I don't have to think more. If it returns non-zero, so this is if like I can say else if. Now in the else case, if it returns some number, now you need to take care. You are going to take care of. You are going to find the vowel again by adding Y family to the vowel. I'm going to say vowel and Y family. Then check again. At that time, I'm going to check from the index 1. Start to check at index 1. Then you are going to figure out the vowel's position. After you find the vowel's position, if you found U, you probably want to check if previous is Q. That's a case. Because I have to check QU first. If I found QU, then starting from the next, I'm going to check the vowel. So if the next one is a vowel, that means it's a special case. Then another thing is same. By using that position of the vowel, the previous part will go to the end and add AY. In the Q case, you're going to move those two, then add at the end, then AY. So I think I've carried all the cases. Then I'm going to check how can I write the code. First, what you need to do in the part 1 is just finishing pig method. It returns the translated word. Then you're going to store punctuation first. So you may check at the beginning of the method about beginning and ending punctuation, and you're going to store that. So I probably will make like a string variable, like a beginning and ending. Then store all the punctuations at the beginning, all the punctuations at ending. Because you do not know how many punctuation you have, you may want to use a while loop. One while loop for beginning, one while loop for ending. Then one more tip for the ending. When you get the ending punctuation, the order should not mess up. That means you are going to add the first one to the ending. After that, second one is before the first one. So the punctuation will be before the original ending. So that's how to preserve the order of the ending. But for the beginning, you can just say the first beginning, the one you already stored, plus the new one. Then second part, I said you are going to check uppercase or not. To check if it's uppercase or not, you are going to use a character that is uppercase, then pass the first character. So I'm going to pass char at, I want to pass a 0. That means after you found your beginning and ending punctuation, you are going to have only what currently have. That means the punctuation is stored somewhere, then you are going to add at the end. So now you have only without beginning ending punctuation. Then you can check by using the char at. Then you store the information, it had uppercase. Then you are going to change it to lowercase. You can use substring because making lowercase is string method, like a to lowercase. It's a string method, so you may use like a substring something, str dot substring, then 0, 1, then to lowercase, something like this. After you care of that, then you are going to check all the rules like find the index number. Then you are going to check if index number returns a -1 or not. After you check it, now this is the number 1 one you need to have. Then second one is now you are going to check if it starts from vowel, so special case. Then now you are going to check those real special cases. I hope this lecture is helpful when you finish the PigLatin. Then I'm going to show the shellcode. There is a pig method. It also gives you some hint what to do. Actually, in the shellcode, I'd like to move those two to the beginning before we find the index. Find the index of the first vowel. Then I want to check those two first. No vowel first. Then the first letter is capitalized. You are going to check before you start finding index number. So at the end, what you're supposed to do is add up. So at the end, you probably also check that if it was it started with the capital or not, then you need to change it to the first letter capital. After you finish everything, then beginning punctuation, when you change it, then ending punctuation. We're going to return this. Then you are done.